welcome to Sally's Travel Agency. Is there something I can help you with? Oh no, I'm sorry, she's away this week. Yeah, she wasn't feeling too well, so she took the week off. Yeah, but my name's Alyssa. Maybe there's something I can help you with. Yeah, come over. I'd love to help you. It's not a problem at all. Sure, have a seat. Okay, get comfortable. So, is there anywhere in particular you're thinking about traveling? No? You just want me to fire some ideas at you? Okay, I can totally do that. How about I ask you a few questions first, just to get a sense for what you might be looking for or interested in? Okay. So, where have you traveled to before? Okay. And, okay, cool. Do you speak any other languages? Okay. Do you, like for this particular trip, are you looking to do some adventuring, or you just want to relax, or you just want to see the sights, or what sort of activities are you looking to get out of it? Okay. Cool. Do you drive? Okay. Do you have some sort of budget that you have in mind for the trip? Okay, cool. So, let's see. How about we start off with something a little local, a little closer to home, and then we'll branch out into some other areas. So, what I think you might enjoy, an Alaskan cruise, perhaps. Alaskan cruises are available from May to September, and this particular one is called the Princess Cruise. I actually know somebody who's been on this cruise, and she had a lovely time. Very relaxing, very calming, but then again, there are many things to do on the cruise. I know that sometimes cruises get a bad rap for being just for old people, or like you just stay on a boat the whole time, but there are a lot of activities you could do on the boat, and it can be a really relaxing, enjoyable experience for anybody. You get to see stunning glaciers, pristine waterways, and you get to actually watch the wildlife, and just get to experience this dazzling glacier in this slow, relaxing cruise. You actually go up to Glacier Bay National Park, and it's actually named one of the 7 cruise wonders of the world by a travel site. And the Princess is, of course, the best way to see this ice-aged marvel. So this cruise, let's actually take a look and see some of the other wonders. They're definitely all over the world. If you're interested, there's I can't pronounce that, but it's a park in New Zealand. There's also the Panama Canal, if you'd be interested in a cruise there. There's one in Japan. There's a different one in Alaska. There's one in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. In the Virgin Islands in the States. Istanbul, Turkey. Some 8th wonder that they're keeping a secret here on this website. Kind of silly of them. So, let me see if I can get you any more information on this particular cruise. It's called the Glacier Bay National Park, a cruise wonder, and like I said, you will be going on the Princess boat. Let me just see here. Okay. So, you will actually, for a limited time, all guests are actually going to get free gratuities when booking an ocean view or an above stateroom on select Alaska and Panama Canal voyages. So that's pretty cool. It also says, well, you also, for the length of the cruise, depending on how long you're looking to travel, there's 6 to 10 days, 10 to 12 days, and 13 or more days. And that's going to cost about $150 per stateroom. You also have the option of having like a balcony or a mini suite, which could go up to about $300. Do have some other cruises. Some other cruises that actually take you around Vancouver in British Columbia. Also takes you to Alaska, a different area of Alaska. Actually several areas, and even Anchorage, Alaska as well. So they have the Voyage of the Glaciers, if that one's more interesting for you. And that one will take you from Anchorage to Vancouver. And then you can also do an inside passage with Glacier Bay, and this one is a round trip from Seattle. So that one would cost about, for one person, and we have how many days? The 5 days. $1,165 for that one. And trying to look up here any of the activities that they have on these cruises, because I know there are many, but that I'd really like to share with you, but I want to tell you specifics, not just what I've heard. And it's not giving me a very good list. 7 days. They do have a brochure, which is good. And okay. Yeah. Sure. No, absolutely. If you're not looking to be in the cold, then yeah, maybe an Alaska cruise isn't what you're looking for. It definitely won't be freezing, but it definitely isn't going to be a lot of sun. Absolutely, it's totally okay. Let's take a look at another destination for you. Okay. Well, we recently just had Chinese New Year. I don't know if you celebrate that or not. It happened last week. There was a big parade. If you were lucky enough to catch that or be in a city that had the Chinese New Year parade, that was pretty awesome. It's actually the year of the monkey right now, so I was actually born in the year of the dragon. Right, so a trip to China, let's see. If you'd like to travel to China, the most popular destinations in China are Beijing, Shanghai, and Xi'an. They're the most famous cities, Beijing, of course, being the capital. There are different types of things you could do adventure-wise, like mountain climbing. Of course, they have Mount Everest, which is the tallest mountain. But they do have several other mountains to climb as well. You could take a river cruise on the Yangtze River. It's the longest river in China. It would be a little bit cooler there to take that type of cruise. on this trip, you're gonna stop off at several different ports. And you do have the option of getting off and looking around as well. You could also do the Great Wall Trek, which is very popular. The Great Wall of China is amazing, and it remains to be found. Its remains can be found in Gansu and all these other places that I can't pronounce. So you can definitely get a tour of that, or grab a handbook and you can guide yourself if that's something you'd like to do. You could take the Silk Road Adventure if you're interested in learning about the history of the Silk Road, if that's something you're interested in. You could do some ancient town visits. There are many ancient towns in China. Mostly the ancient towns have well-preserved ancient buildings, and they keep a very traditional lifestyle. So if that's something you'd be interested in checking out, I would recommend that. So let me just take a look how much it would cost from here to there. So we're gonna go to China. Okay, and which day would you be traveling on? Okay. And your return day would be approximately a week later? Okay. And how many people would you be traveling with? 2. Okay, that's great. And let me just get that in there. Check on this one here. Okay, so here's what we got, okay? If you want to depart on March the 17th, a round trip ticket is going to cost about $2,459. It looks pretty consistent across the board. It does get a little bit more expensive though if you travel on Friday or Saturday, or if you return on those days. So that's how much it would cost round trip per person. So that's about $5,000-ish dollars or so for the two of you, if you're traveling in economy class. There are also, if you're interested, other packages where you could get hotel in it as well, or car services, or anything like that if you're interested in that. So that's the trip to China. Would you like me to run by a couple more? Yeah. Okay. What do you think so far about the China trip? Maybe? Okay. So, let's see. If we go to another place, we can check out. Let's go to Spain. Let's see what Spain has to offer us. So, they have, of course, the most popular cities like Madrid and Barcelona. They also have a lot of beautiful small cities as well, and coastal cities too. If you are going to travel to Spain or China, or anywhere to a country you don't speak the language, I do highly advise that you try and learn a few words in the language, or grab a handbook, because it does really help to know just a few little things, just to get you a little bit acclimated with the language. So let's see here. What can we do in Spain? So when you're in Spain, you can check out the Canary Islands. The Canary Islands are actually like volcanoes. and it's a prehistoric site that has lush pine forests, lunar landscapes, sandy coves, and miles of like Sahara-like dunes. So what can you do here? The Canary Island is pretty much in perfect temperature year-round. So whether it's summer or winter, you can definitely enjoy the dramatic and varied landscape here that you usually have across continent experience. So what you can do is they have a national park, a pine forest park. They have mountains. They have waterfalls. They have luscious barren flatlands. They have areas where there are even goats. Or if you're not into like all the walking and the hiking and you just want to relax, they have nice places for you to just relax. There's a beach nearby. And what else here? You can get massages. You can relax there. There's also a tidal wave of oceanfront bars, so you can enjoy a cocktail and just chillax and look at the sea if that's something that you really like. So people have said some pretty good things about that. If you want to check out Barcelona, for example, it is a seaside city. It's got a lot of culture, a lot of fabled architecture, and, well, world-class drinking. So if you like drinking, this might be a good spot for you as well. There is definitely a lot of tradition and culture in Barcelona. So if you're really into looking at like old heritage style buildings and you really want to get comfortable with that type of thing, this would be a great destination for you. And also if you like just having a good time. And aside from that, okay, another destination in Spain. You could go to Valencia, which is also a port city, and they have this beautiful orange blossom coast, which is sort of like a secret, not really a secret, but it's like an unknown secret river, beach that's very beautiful. So let me check here how much a ticket to Spain would cost, okay? So if we're gonna go to Spain, say we go to Barcelona and we leave on the same dates, okay? And oops, just check here, return. Okay. I guess it's telling me no, you can't go to Spain. Just kidding. Let's change the date here and mark it here like this. Okay, so a ticket to Barcelona is gonna set you back. Oh yeah, this also does have ticket. Yeah. So you could get a hotel package with it or extra activities with it. Yep. And Yeah, in the car too. Totally. Yeah. Not to worry. So if you're looking to travel to Barcelona, the price is gonna vary actually a lot depending on when you're traveling. So I think we said, so if you were traveling on the 17th, it's gonna be, departing is gonna be 2,199. But if you actually depart on the Thursday instead, it's only gonna be 1,889. So that's a couple $100 difference, which is very interesting. So that would be each for you and for your spouse. Yeah. So that's another option. And just check here. Oops. Okay. Yeah, they do have like a resort you could go to. And hotels. Yep. Are you interested in the Spain? You are. Okay. In like Barcelona? Okay. That's cool. Let me just see hotels here. Okay. So you want me to, okay. They do have, you're looking for like an upper class one or a traditional type one? Okay. So they have this one here called Hotel Riviera Plaza, and if we book that for you, it's one of the older ones. Yeah, they say here that it was made in 1949. It's a simple hotel. It's family run. The rooms are traditionally furnished, comfortable with fridges, balconies. The rooftop pool is a definite plus. And there's also a small spa. So that sounds really nice. Let me just check. It's, $108 per night. So are you looking for, is that pretty much okay? Yeah? Okay. Okay. So I've put that in with your flight, and can you, yeah, absolutely. Can you give me your passport? Okay, thank you. I can just check it here to make sure. Okay. Yeah. Just don't want to get any information wrong. And actually there was this one time, this one gentleman wanted to travel, and so we didn't check his passport. He just came in and bought the tickets, and apparently when he went to the airport, he wasn't able to travel because he didn't have the right credentials to travel to that destination. And he came back and he was very, very upset that we had sold him tickets to a place he couldn't go to. But we couldn't have known. He didn't give us all his details and all the specific information. So we couldn't verify or check any of that. Okay. Okay, great. Do you have another piece of ID with you? Okay. Like a driver's license? Yeah. Great. Great. Okay, I'm gonna just print that for you. That's just gonna take a minute to print out. And while it's printing, I'm just gonna have you sign this paper. here, okay, right down here. This is just to verify that you have read all the terms and conditions, that you know about our cancellation fees. This is 100% non-refundable and non-changeable. Amendment charges, they will apply if necessary. Just to show you here your receipt, how much the payment will be, our location, and any additional information, just to show that you agree here, okay? So here's that to sign, and I will staple that to your package in a second. Absolutely. Okay, so what I have here is, so here's a copy of your, I'm just going to highlight for you your itinerary. Okay. So here's a copy of your itinerary. I'll give that to you. So it will show you which connecting flights you have. I'll pass that to you as well. Okay. Just gonna put that in here for you. And have you signed that? Okay, let's see. Great. So I'm going to staple it onto the booklet here. Don't lose it. Even though it's nicely in here, sometimes we forget. So I'm going to pass that along to you. So you keep that, and you keep this as well. Let me just finish up with this here. Okay. Here's your ID bag and your passport. Okay. Alright, so everything is good here on our end. Make sure that on the day of the trip you arrive 3 hours before scheduled flight, just to make sure that you check in all your baggage and do all those things. Yeah, you're gonna travel from here, yeah, and you'll make one connecting flight and then you'll go straight there. It'll be the same way back. Yeah. Just right there it says. Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm just gonna print you. Sure you want a copy of that? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so here's that for you. You have all your papers with you? Okay, great. So I really hope you have a lovely trip. Let me know what other activities you end up doing. My email is right there on the paper, so you just let me know. And if you're planning another trip any time in the future, come back and I'd be glad to help you. Okay. Alright, take care. Have a great trip. See you later.